So you're thinking of listing your home in the north part of Atlanta. Are you in Johns Creek, Alpharetta, Buford, Suwanee, Sugar Hill, Cumming, Milton, anywhere in the north part of Atlanta, and you are thinking to list your property but you do not know where to start? Well, stay tuned, because today I'm going to tell you exactly what do you need to do to list your property, and I'm going to tell you exactly if you are somebody that wants to have full maximum exposure for your listing. I'm talking about not just listing your property in FMLS and Georgia MLS. I'm talking about YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and then of course, all the other websites that we usually list our homes. There are not many agents in the north part of Atlanta that are on YouTube. There are just maybe 5 to 7 agents in the entire metro Atlanta area that are actually very consistent, and they are on YouTube every single week. And of course, I am one of them. So my goal here is to show you exactly if you are somebody that loves social media and you want your property to be listed in every single website possible here in Atlanta, and of course in the entire America. If you want to reach California, New York, Florida, Washington, Arizona, Tennessee, people that are actually moving right here now in the north part of Atlanta, we are here to help you. In today's video, I'm also going to show you, and we're going to dive in a little bit into numbers. We're going to look at Gwinnett County, North Fulton County, and of course Forsyth counties, so you can see exactly if we are in a balanced market, a seller's market, or a buyer's market. We are seeing a lot of changes in the industry right now. This year is going to be a very important year in the real estate industry, of course. As you know, Atlanta was in a seller's market for over 10 years now, and I think this year something is going to happen. Slowly we are getting into a balanced market, but we're going to dive into that in a little bit when I'm going to show you actually the stats for Gwinnett, North Fulton, and Forsyth counties. Also in today's video, I'm going to tell you exactly what do we do for our listings. If you go on my YouTube channel, you will see for sellers only. These are properties that I listed, $1 million properties, and of course also $500 properties, 400, 1 million, 1.5 million. So any price point that you are in, it doesn't matter if you're in a golf club community, a swim and tennis community, a standalone property in any of the cities here in the north part of Atlanta. Make sure you watch this video until the end, and make sure you call me, because we do the same thing for every single listing. It doesn't matter what your price point is. So that's exactly what we're going to be covering in this video today, and we're getting after it right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to understand everything about living in Atlanta, Georgia, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market in Atlanta, Georgia. My name is Livia Bika with Keller Williams, North Atlanta. We get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking for help on making their move to Suwanee, Alpharetta, Johns Creek, Sugar Hill, Buford, Cumming, or the surrounding areas, and we absolutely love it. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All the information is in the description below, so we can help you for a smooth move to North Atlanta and the beautiful suburbs. So as I mentioned, today we're going to talk about listing your property and getting your property ready, and what do we do for every single listing to get you maximum exposure for your beautiful home. Now our goal, of course, is to net you the highest amount of money possible in the shortest period of time. Now for that, of course, we do need your help as well, so you need to trust us for the entire process. You need to call us so we can actually come and see your beautiful home. We're going to look in your community or 1 mile around your community to see exactly what has been sold comparable with your property. Usually we take a look at 3 beautiful properties that are very similar with your property to see for how much they sold, what's the square footage, do they have a backyard, a basement, do they have some unique features like a huge deck in the back, or maybe a beautiful flat backyard, fence, a pool, anything that is different. We're gonna look on that, and we're gonna sit down with you after we are going to see your property to see exactly at what price we're gonna list your property. Now, your goal is not to list very high because right now the market is changing. There are a lot of listings coming on the market today. Now, comparing to 2019, 2025, we're seeing a big increase in listings. So a lot of seller competition right now. Properties are actually sitting on the market a little bit longer than usual. For those of you that were in 2021-22 when COVID was here, properties here in the north part of Atlanta were selling actually in 2 or 3 days or in one day with multiple offers, 100K over list price. Like, it was a crazy area, let's put it that way. Not anymore. Now, properties are not selling how they used to sell. First, we are going to go into a balanced market. There are going to be a lot of listings, but there are going to be also a lot of buyers looking into this area. I'm talking about Cumming, Alpharetta, Suwanee, Sugar Hill, Buford, Dakula, Lawrenceville, Milton, Johns Creek. Anywhere here in the north part of Atlanta, we are seeing a lot of listings coming on the market every single day. So a lot of seller competition right now, and of course buyers have more choices. They have more choices. They will send offers to 2 or 3 different properties. Now, if you look at Forsyth in April 2025, I'm going to put a chart right here so you can actually see it. We are seeing a little bit of increase in listings. So from 900 to 1 million in Forsyth, we are at 7 months supply, which actually means we are in a buyer's market. Keep in mind, from 0 to 6 months supply, we are actually in a seller's market. From 6 to 7 months supply, we're in a balanced market. And from 7+ months supply, we're actually in a buyer's market. Right now in April 2025 in Forsyth County, 900K up to 1 million, we are in a buyer's market already, a 7-month supply. Now from 600K to 700K, we're at 5.9 months supply, which is actually getting very close to a balanced market. As I said, from 6 months to 7 months supply, we're gonna go into a balanced market, and after 7, we are going to go into a heavy buyer's market. From $350,000 to $400,000, a 4.7 month supply, and I'm assuming this will actually be a little bit higher in May because a lot of people are listing in this price point. Now also let's look at North Fulton. North Fulton is a very big county as well. So from 200 to 250,000, a 6.4 month supply. That's already into a balanced market right there. 300 to $350,000, 9.1 month supply, which is very high. So this is a very heavy buyer's market. $350,000 to $400,000, 6.4 month supply. Again, this is a balanced market. Now, then, of course, if we look in North Fulton at $3+ million, which are the luxury properties, 8.4 month supply. What that means, these luxury listings are going to stay on the market much, much longer than before. Now let's look at Gwinnett. Gwinnett is a very hot area as well. As you know, there are a lot of new construction happening in Gwinnett, especially in Dakula and Lawrenceville. There are a lot of new communities coming on the market. Now let's look at 500 to 600,000. We're at 4.2 month supply, which is not bad. We're getting close to a balanced market, but it's not there yet. 800 to 900,000, 4.6 month supply. Again, still in a seller's market. 900 to $1 million, a 7.1 month supply in Gwinnett County, which a lot of listings right now are from 900 to 1 million in Gwinnett County. So that's a buyer's market right there, 7.1 month supply. Now, if we look at 1 million to 1.5 million in Gwinnett, we're at 9.2 months supply, which is actually very high. Those are usually the golf club community or swim and tennis communities in Gwinnett County. So from 1 to 1.5 million, a very heavy buyer's market. Now, of course, if you look at from 1.5 to 2 million, 11.2 month supply, which is unbelievable, like a very heavy buyer's market there as well. 2 million to 3 million in Gwinnett, 8.7 months supply. So very high market, very high buyer market right now in Gwinnett County. Now, this was for April. This report, we had this report for April 2025 from Keller Williams. We actually have a report every single month. So for those of you that are trying to list your property, make sure you contact us so we can help you. So for those of you that are thinking to list your property, make sure you give us a call. We would love to talk to you. We would love to come and actually see your community. We're actually going to go and look at the house. We're going to tell you exactly 3 comparables that sold in your neighborhood or around your neighborhood for 1 mile. If you are a standalone property and you are not in a neighborhood, then of course we're going to sit down with you, and based on the upgrades that you have done, we are going to figure out a price for your property, and then we are going to list your property. Now, for a full maximum exposure for your beautiful home, what we do, of course, professional pictures. You can look at some of my listings, professional pictures. We have our own photographer that we work with, very, very good photographers. Then 2 minutes walkthrough video, which not a lot of agents are doing that. They are very expensive. Right now they are getting $500 to $1,000 just for a 2 minutes video. Now, why I do this 2 minutes walkthrough video for every single listing that I have, because with that 2 minutes walkthrough video professionally done by my photographer, I can actually market your property. Now, what that means, I can put it on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, which is very, very important. And of course, depending on the location of your property, what we do, we actually pay for some advertising, and we actually send this 2 minutes video to Florida, to California, New York, Chicago, Arizona. We choose 10 cities where we know people are moving from right here in the north part of Atlanta, and we send your listing to these beautiful cities. So we want to make sure you have full exposure for your beautiful home. Of course, then we're going to do a 10 to 20 minutes walkthrough video with your property. We're going to present, I usually present my listings, I will present your property, your neighborhood, the amenities. I will show the school districts that they are in, which is very, very important here in the north part of Atlanta, because we have a lot of families here. It's like residential area, so you know that. Now, a lot of people are looking first at the school districts, the neighborhood. Do they have a swim and tennis? Do they have a golf community? Is there a golf community? What kind of amenities they have? How much are the amenities, So we're going to do a full YouTube video on your property. Then the 2 minutes walkthrough video, of course, brochures at the listings. We are also going to have brochures for your property. We want to make sure every single buyer that comes to the open house or that comes to a private showing will get a brochure to look at your property after they leave our home. So that's very, very important for your listing. Now, right now, I'm going to show you a 2 minutes walkthrough video that I've done for my listing. This was in a golf club community in Edinburgh, in Suwanee, Georgia, in North Gwinnett High School. Let's take at this video right now.
You make me feel like I'm losing control. I've never been so high. And I'll do anything for you. Yeah, I'll do anything for you.
as you see, amazing video done by my photographer. Now with this 2 minutes video, I was able to market this beautiful listing everywhere in the north part of Atlanta. Of course, I also had a beautiful YouTube video where I show the entire community, I show the amenities, I show the home, I show exactly how the home is positioned, and I send it, I put it on my YouTube channel to go to California, New York. Now, everything depends on the hashtag that we use. Once you want to target out-of-state buyers, that YouTube knows exactly how to find them, depending on the description of the video, of course, and the YouTube and the text that you are using for your video. Of course, we sold this property at a very good price. The seller is happy, buyer is happy, everybody was happy. Now let's look at another 2 minutes video in Buford. This is another listing that I got in Buford. This was actually at $585,000, the highest in the neighborhood, but beautiful home, very well maintained. My sellers were so good about maintaining their property. Now, of course, they bought it 3 years ago they bought it with me actually at $418,000 3 years ago. And we sold it after 3 years at $585,000. What an amazing deal to make $150,000, in 3 years, just because you were living right there. So it's very important to buy a property and to sell a property in a very good school district here in the north part of Atlanta. So let's look at this beautiful listing, 2 minutes walkthrough video. And of course, with this, I was able to target and to market this listing everywhere in the north part of Atlanta. And of course, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, everywhere. I'm going to post your property to get maximum exposure for your beautiful home. Okay, so when I'm talking brochures, I'm referring to these beautiful pieces right here. This is a listing that I had actually in Johns Creek. So this is actually the brochure that every single buyer is going to get for when they come and visit your property. So this has all my information, the listing information, of course, some pictures. So when they go back home and let's say they see 10 properties every single day, some of these listings don't have brochures. They can actually look at your beautiful property right here and they can remember how beautiful this home was. Now, this listing was in Johns Creek, Brookmere at Johns Creek, a gated community, an amazing location in Northview High School. This seller, this beautiful people that actually called me because they saw me on YouTube, they were watching me for over 1 year and they knew everybody that is on YouTube. They just called me and told me, Livia, we want you to come and see our beautiful home. We're in Johns Creek in Northview High School and we would love to interview you to see exactly what can you do different than any other realtor that is not on YouTube, so you can actually sell our home faster and with maximum exposure for us. We are not afraid. You can put the address in YouTube. You can put it, I mean, it's public records. You can actually do a YouTube video about Brookmere at Johns Creek, and I actually did a few videos on that. So make sure you scroll to my YouTube channel and go to, if you want to sell your home in Atlanta, in the north part of Atlanta, for sellers. I have actually a playlist for that with some of my listings. Now, this is the newest one that I actually put on the contract, and we sold it highest in the neighborhood. Now, this beautiful property is in the middle of the neighborhood, and a lot of these homes in Brookmere at Johns Creek, they do back up to either McGinnis Ferry or to Bell Road, but this property was not. This was in the middle of the neighborhood, a premium lot, of course, by the Providence Group, so built in 2019. Now, of course, we marketed, this is actually very close to Medley in Johns Creek, so that was my strategy to have, to let everybody know, hey, take a look at this beautiful 2019 built home, because it's right next to Medley in Johns Creek, and they are building Medley right now. So prices in Northview and right here on McGinnis Ferry Road and Old Atlanta are going to go up. Once Medley is done, by the end of 2025, they're going to probably open first phase, if not 2026. Medley is going to be very similar with Avalon. So it's the same builder, Toro Development, that developed Avalon in 2014. Is going to develop Medley. So that was my strategy for this listing, to let everybody know, hey, this is an amazing area. You need to buy this property because it's right next to Medley, and the prices are only gonna go up. 2019, pretty much brand new home. So of course we sold it in 3 weeks. It took a little bit longer because we were the highest, almost the highest price point in the neighborhood. There is one that is actually higher than us and is still on the market, but the strategy was, we want to be the highest in the neighborhood sold on a slab, because this one had no basement. And of course we sold it at $1,050,000 after the highest on a slab was $1,030,000. So not bad for Johns Creek right here, $1,050,000 at 2019 built. So let's look at 930 Crestview Drive, which was my listing, Brookmere at Johns Creek. So you can see how I market this property. And of course, you are more than welcome to scroll down to my YouTube channel and look at the videos that I did for this specific property.
They say that good things often take a while. I keep on waiting for love. I keep on waiting for you. 'Cause there's nothing to rush. You'll come right on cue. I keep on waiting for love. Waiting for love. It'll be worth every hour, minute, second, and I know it's true. It's been another 1,000 weekends alone, rather than forcing feelings I won't give in, till I found the real thing. I keep on waiting for love. I keep on waiting for you. 'Cause there's nothing to rush. You'll come right on cue. I keep on waiting for love. Waiting for love. It'll be worth every hour, minute, second, and I know it's true. It's been another 1,000 weekends alone, rather than forcing feelings I won't give in, till I found the real thing.
So as you see, beautiful, professional done drone videos for every single listing that I have right now. Now, if you're somebody that wants maximum exposure for your beautiful home, make sure you contact me, info in the description below. I would love to stop by, see your home, see your neighborhood, and discuss with you everything that we need to do in order to get the highest price possible for your beautiful home. Now comment below and let me know, is this something that you are trying to do this year or next year? This is Livia Bika with Keller Williams North Atlanta. Until next time, I hope to see you around town.